Welcome to Boston University Center for Psychiatric Rehabilitation. Today we are interviewing Dr. Kim Mueser, who is the Executive Director of the Center and a well-known researcher in the field of psychiatric rehabilitation. And we have some questions for him and regarding this module on skills and supports that promote job retention. Dr. Mueser, thank you for being here. And first question is, why do you think employment specialists should pay attention to job retention?
Well, one of the most important reasons for paying attention to job retention is to try to make sure that consumers are able to stay on a job that they're interested in, that's meaningful, and that they care about for as long as they want. We do know that people often have limited job tenures, and sometimes it's because different kinds of problems come up. So being aware that, especially early on in the job, problems or challenges could occur, and the importance of being able to provide supports and help in terms of addressing those can make the difference between having a job and succeeding at it and having a less successful experience and either quitting or getting fired from a job.
Okay, and do you find there are particular barriers to retention that employment specialists should address?
There are a number of barriers. I mean, some of these are just very practical challenges that may come up early in a job. They could be related to things such as changes in expectations for the job, transportation issues, and things like that. And so having close contact with the person after they get a job, and if the person has disclosed their psychiatric disability, being able to collaborate with the employer in terms of evaluating how the person is doing and trying to address difficulties or ambiguities that may come up. Those supports provided soon after somebody gets a job turn out to be really, really critical in terms of helping people keep jobs.
And I know that you have had considerable experience with a particular retention issue that we often forget about, having to do with people's cognitive problems. Could you mention something about that?
Sure. Cognitive challenges are something that certainly many people experience in different ways in their lives, and we also know that cognitive difficulties in areas such as concentration and attention, memory, sometimes planning and things like that can interfere with being able to do your best. We also know that people can benefit from learning a variety of different strategies aimed at helping them focus their attention better and in improving their memory. Some of these strategies actually involve computer-based cognitive enhancement or cognitive remediation, but other strategies involve learning compensatory or coping strategies, like keeping a regular planner so that you're organized, and repeating back things that you've been told so that you're more likely to remember them.
And some of that work we can put in the recommended readings at the end of this module. Are there particular strategies or interventions that employment specialists should be aware of?
Yes, I think in addition to being aware of the role that cognitive challenges can play in interfering with a person giving their best, also being aware of common symptoms that people have and the fact that there are coping strategies for dealing with different kinds of symptoms. So, for example, hearing voices can be distracting to people, but people can benefit from learning strategies for coping with those voices. Feelings of depression can lead to lethargy, difficulty really giving your best, and a sense of hopelessness. And yet we know there are effective strategies for dealing with depression. And the same thing is true for anxiety. And people have a lot of anxiety, and that's very common when people are starting a new job. They're concerned, anxious about how they're going to be evaluated by others. Being able to have some strategies for managing stress effectively and coping with anxious thoughts can be very helpful.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Do you have any concluding remarks for our students?
Yes, I also, believe it or not, actually have one or two other strategies that I just want to kind of mention there. We know that one of the most important things in people's lives are the supports they get from other people, and that includes family members and friends. And so when somebody is starting a job, when possible, engaging the consumer around also getting support from their social network, family or friends, can be really critical. Sometimes family and friends know the most about what's going on in somebody's life, much more than rehabilitation professionals or counselors. And so working with them and helping the consumer work towards having a plan for keeping the job and doing as well as possible can really improve the overall success of the person.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.